Ladies and gentlemen, we are live yet again for the 5th race of the Universal iRacing Series, the 40XLI Contender Series season. It's round 5, and we are at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Last race was a couple weeks ago, but just a little bit of recap. JJ Moore wins in a dominant way, leads most, if not, that wasn't all of them. Leads about 90% of the race, and he wins to get his second win of the season, become the first two-time winner of the season. And now, so far, as we're with him right now in practice, he's been the fastest car in this practice session, and he's looking to continue that throughout this race and potentially get that third win on the season. He is your points leader, and he's probably one of the favorites going into this one. No race last week as we were in on a bye week. For a lot of guys wanted the weekend off for the holiday, for Halloween, and so we got it off. Monday night, Jacob Quill, who is subbing for Kai Collymore, gets his 20th win of his UIS career, solidifying himself second of all time and wins, and trying to get one step closer to Logan Brink. Right now in the point standings, JJ Moore is your points leader. 3 starts, 3 top 5s, and 2 wins in the 3 races with the pole. His teammate Ken Dorian Davis has made 4 starts, and he's 12 points behind. Right now, looking off at the cut line, we got Zachary Trevino, TJ Moon, and William Johnson just below. And right above, we got Nicholas Martinez Jr., Trent Wilkin, and Colby Duckworth. No Martinez today. Duckworth and Trenton Wilkin are here, and we got a pretty big field. And as we go in and we're getting ready and set to go into qualifying, so we're gonna go on board with JJ Moore when he goes out on track, as he is our points leader. And starting in advance, when we go on board with these cars, there's this glitch in this bug in iRacing that makes the car sound like they're at 10,000 RPMs, and they're really not. I mean, you can hear that right now. Yeah, it's really bad. Logan Brink's gonna start his first lap of qualifying. Coming to start his second lap, as he is your all-time wins leader, making his second start of the season in the Contender Series. His first lap will put him at the top. We got some new guys today, though, as well. We got Tyler J. Curley and Braden Movick, 2 really fast guys that are making their debut in the UIS today. See what Logan can do on lap 2, see if he can keep it at the top. Runs a 30.324. With JJ Moore now. Coming to his second lap. It seems the RPMs on his car actually is designed to be pretty normal. Gavin Austin goes to the top of the board right now as well by 200ths of a second over Logan Brink. Oh, JJ Moore very loose off of 4. Look. Yeah, very squirrely coming to the line. Is this good enough? No, it will not be. It'll be good enough for P6, though, for JJ Moore, and Gavin Austin will put it on pole. For the meantime, Dorian Davis now, our guy that's second in points. Very good qualifier. At most track, see what he can go do. On his lap, he is starting lap 2. 30.6 on the first lap. Needs 4/10 on this lap. Lots of guys have been getting loose in 3 and 4. Trenton Wilkin goes second fastest. He's on the outside looking in. KD gets a little bit loose as well. He's coming up to the line. What can he run? 13th. Dorian Davis only finds a 10th. Now Chase George, the league owner. During his first lap, hits the wall. Here's Chase George coming to lap number 2. .7. Lap does not count as he hit the wall. He's loose again. And Chase George's qualifying efforts are over, but 26 people qualified. It looks like 5 or 6 people are not going to qualify, but they will be in this race. And greatest set, and Gavin Austin is your pole sitter for this one. So we will be gridding up here shortly. And we'll go through the rules. So 40XLI Contender Series, we are at Las Vegas, for the Las Vegas Strip 100. It's 100 laps here today. We got 5 overtimes, and all the drivers get 4 extra sets of tires. The stage break will be at the end of lap 25 today. So we have a pretty quick and early stage today, and we'll go through our grid. Pole position, Gavin Austin, the Daytona 500, the former Daytona 500 winner. Second place, Trenton Wilkin, last season's Rookie of the Year. Row 2, we have Logan Brink, who, all-time wins leader, number 1 in wins. Wyatt D. Thompson, last season's 40XLI Contender Series champion. Row 3, Tyler J. Curley making his debut today, and Pete Tart right next to him. Inside row 4, we got J.J. Moore, the points leader, and Colby Duckworth starting right next to him. Row 5, Henry Kaloff and T.J. Moon. Behind them, we got Casey Benson, William Johnson, who's on the outside looking in. Row 7, we got Dorian Davis, second in points, and Carmelo Echevarria. Next row, we got Riley Maxwell and the Mach 5 team, who's first in the team standings, and Noah Nicholson next to him. Yeah, wait. Hold on, I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Richard Myers and Jacob Quill will be next to each other on the next row. Jacob Quill solidifies himself second all-time and wins in the UIS. Row number 10, we got Frank and Benjamin Hagstrom behind them. And row 11, we got Cash Culp and Wyatt Blair. There's 2 Cash Culp racing cars side by side. Behind them, we got Jackson Brown and Johnny Peterson. Behind them, we got Jason W. Hall, David Hamburg, and the guys that didn't qualify, Brandon Movick, Eric LaBombard, Peter Hoppy, don't know if he's going to make the start. Max Ford is our race control. Michael Deitch, Chase George, and Hector Colazzo with Maxwell Funderburk, who is also race control. So We got a pretty stacked field, and we're ready to get racing today. Go one more pace lap. The fans here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway are just, they're ready to get this one started. I think a lot of the drivers are ready to get this one started as well. So, gonna be going green this time by Gavin Austin. The first, or not, the Gavin Austin will lead us to the restart zone, and the initial start will be on the green flag. Everything after that will be on the leader inside the restart zone. Pretty big size field today. Should see a lot of good racing, maybe a lot of wrecks as well. Logan Brink will be starting right behind Gavin Austin. Pace car will be coming in. And here we go. And the green flag is in the air. We're underway from the Universal IRacing Series at Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Strip 100. 100 laps here. Stage break at lap 25. And here we go. Great start for Gavin Austin and Logan Brink on the inside. Brink might be able to challenge on exit of 2. Curly looking on Brink. The 3 wide in the back. Going each other mid-back. Guy around. Big wreck off of turn 4. Jackson Brown. Jacob Quill involved. And that Quill machine's day is over. Caution is out on lap 1. Big crash. Let's see what started this one. See from Riley Maxwell. That yellow car right in the middle. Let's see who's involved here. You got Luce come up into Carmelo. They wrecked behind and just a hard hit, and whoever that was. Bad crash. Cars scatter everywhere, and well, one lap and one caution, and track position might be a pretty important thing for a little while here. Is wouldn't be too surprised if we have a bunch of early wrecks with just the size of the field that we have here tonight. Bet going green flag this time. This time it'll be on Gavin Austin inside the restart zone. Whenever he wants to go, he can go. And green flag is in the air. Gavin Austin with a really good jump. Bad start for Logan Brink. He's going to be under pressure here in the turn one more than likely. Curly trying to go on his outside. He's going to tuck right back in the line. Brink side by side with Trent Wilkin. Through 1 and 2, they touch. Off corner exit a little bit. Got guys 3 wide back there. Championship points leader JJ Moore in the top 7. Starting to single file out towards the front of the pack. Wreck took out, well, 9 cars, pretty much out of the race completely. Gavin Austin trying to sweep Vegas so far. 2 weeks ago, last Monday night, the Cup Classic Series was here at Las Vegas. And Gavin Austin wins on a last lap pass over Jacob Quill and Alexander Ortega with a little bit of controversy as well. He wins that one. Right now he's pulling away from the entirety of this field. Five-tenth gap now. Caution's out. Oh wow. Oh no. Colby Duckworth, Eric Labombard, and Noah Nicholson, all 3 of them involved. Bad wreck. And we're going to have not that long of a shootout to the end of the stage, so Gavin Austin can push as hard as he wants. Pretty much no repercussions. 1 to green this time by Gavin Austin yet again. Chooses that inside line and seems to be king on the restart so far, at least on the first 2 initial restarts. See what it's going to be like in this third one. Feel these tires with the heat cycle going through them now. It's going to be very loose for this first couple laps, so they get back up to temperature. They'll be on 60 in the restart zone. Try this for a third time. And the green flag is out again. Gavin Austin with a huge restart. Trent Wilkin got caught napping, it seems. Under pressure from everybody behind. Whitey Thompson making a look to the inside now. Wyatt Thompson will clear Trenton Wilkin, but he's going to try to cross him over. Wilkin to the inside into 3. Thompson gets away from Trent Wilkin. Trent Wilkin trying to defend off of Pete Tart. Just seems the number one just did not get fired away on those older tires. Now he's trying to defend for Braden Movick. Movick to the outside. Wilkin into Movick a little bit. Keep going the right direction. Now Wilkin under pressure from the points leader JJ Moore, and Trent Wilkin will be side by side going into 3, and that outside line just seems it's way better to pass. And Trent Wilkin now has fallen from 2nd to 7th on this restart in the first 5 or 6 laps. Gavin Austin out front, pulling away. Not as quickly as he did last time, but he's still pulling away from Logan Brink. It's going to take a lot for that 3 to be able to beat the 60 today. Nine to go in the stage. Gavin Austin leading the way. Maybe Logan's out there saving. I mean, Logan is a part-time driver. Probably just trying to experience a little bit what the tires are going to wear. It does not matter really for him, because stage points mean absolutely nothing to part-time guys. Braden Movick flying through this field. Pete Tart gets a little bit loose off of 4. Under pressure from Movick now. Movick on the outside. Tart's gonna squeeze him, and Mavik will get. Oh, they're getting loose in the back. Mavik will be on his door going into 3, and he should get him here. Caution's out. Cash Colpin. Kendra and Davis seem to be the culprits here. See what happens. Cash Culp racing TJ Moon hard. We saw this earlier. Moon just dumped him and nowhere for Davis to go, and another big one. And our guy who's second in points is looking to be out. That will almost take us to the stage break. We're gonna have a couple laps to go. This is one of the beauties about stage racing is now we have a bunch of guys staying out who either are low on points throughout the season like Trent Wilkin, or guys that are, you know, just want the stage points or maybe the stage win to get that playoff point. And you got the guys that are part-timers or think that the stage, thinking that pitting here would be, you know, the right option. Sorry guys, I was trying to find the pit road camera, but I really cannot. So top 7 people stayed out, with Pete Tart now leading the way. And we'll be coming to 1 to green here. We also got guys with damage back there, like that, who is that? We'll have 3 laps to go to finish out this stage. Lots of quick guys towards the front but on old tires, and a lot of quick guys mid-pack on fresh tires. So we'll see how aggressive people are willing to be on this restart. As Pete Tart will be the control car here. William Johnson, road 2 outside. Possibly could see a brand new stage winner for the first time this season. And we're off yet again. A great start for Pete Tart. Another bad start for Trent Wilkin. Tart will lead us into 1. See what Gavin Austin does into here up into turn 1. He's got 3 wide in front of him. How can Gavin Austin navigate his way through the field? Tart still up front. tossed to the bottom of the track. Remember, top 7 this stage points here. Tart under pressure from Kalov. 2 to go in stage number 1. Pete Tart's got to hang on for a lap and a half now. Got 3, 4 wide back there. Got lots of guys loose. Is that JJ Moore? JJ Moore almost goes around. 1 more lap to go in stage number 1 for Pete Tart. And Pete Tart, 1 or turn 3. And coming to the line, and Pete Tart will win his first ever stage in the UIS. So Pete Tart wins the stage. The guys that stayed out will be coming down pit road this time by. Gavin Austin will re-inherit the lead. So we're coming to 1 degree next time by. Gavin Austin out front. Yet again. The pace of this 6 he's been driving with the last few weeks. If he decides to go full time, it's a good opportunity. He can go compete for a maybe a championship in this series, as he's been extremely fast all season. The races he's ran. Gavin Austin. Going to be on him in the restart zone. JJ Moore up to 4th now. Slowly but surely making his way up there. Green flag is in the air. Outside line's been super bad on the restarts, and Gavin Austin pulls to almost a 3/10 lead into 1. Tyler J. Curley getting a push for Mullet. Muvik slides in between him and Thompson, and he's looking aggressive. He's trying to get under Curley into 3. Oh, spinner, Trent looking around. Caution's out again. See what happens here. Trent Wilkins sees the Lexus Force. He's a spinning 21 car. Oh, guys, outside just hit the wall and he got hooked. Luckily, it didn't get hit, so damage should be pretty okay to that one car, and hopefully he can stay in contention because he's had a very rough start to this new season. For the caution getting locked up, Muvik was able to get up to P2, so now Muvik will be on the outside of Gavin Austin on the next restart, and he seems to be second fastest guy. Just a little bit more than 70 laps to go here at Las Vegas, and Gavin Austin's led pretty much every single one of them. Coming to 1 to green. Lots of guys running right on that apron, maybe trying to save a little bit of fuel. Could be close to making it on fuel. Who knows? Tomorrow night, though, you can catch us live from Las Vegas as well. Should be on R2R Network. If not, it'll be on the UBN Network tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The next Monday night, all 3 series, well, not all 3 series, 2 of the 3 series are back on track, and no more bye weeks for a while. Next Monday night, the crown jewel for the trucks and the IRAC Auto Club. Motor Speedway. It'll be a full distance race for real life trucks there. And then next Friday and Saturday, the Cup cars and Xfinity cars, or the O'Reilly Auto Parts cars, will be at Phoenix Motor Speedway. So, got a little bit of got a couple more weeks of little bit of difference between the 3 series, and they should all get back to normal weeks, where all 3 of them are on the same type of schedule. So Gavin Austin yet again will lead us to the zone. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a green flag run. That's what everybody else is probably hoping. They're thinking maybe Gavin's burning up his crap and just getting lucky on these quick runs. Green flag in the air. Finally, the outside line gets a decent start. Still not a great one. Braden Movick really side by side with Curley in a turn number 1. First time the outside line actually was able to keep up a little bit with the leader, but the inside line yet again will clear into 1. Brandon Movick looking on the outside of Tyler J. Curley. Now he's looking to the inside. Curley bad over the bumps. Movick with a solid 1 and 2. Field is super tight from front to back of the pack. Points leader JJ Moore is in 4th, being overtaken by Logan Briggs. It's looking like he's kind of rolling around right on that outside line. Kind of just doing his own thing. Taco Bell, Chevrolet Camaro. He does a lot of practice. Maybe he knows something that a lot of guys don't. Maybe that outside line's better at saving the tire. There's not much dirty air in these cars. Braden Movick trying to run down Gavin Austin. In the meantime, though, he's starting to pull away from Tyler Curley. Movick and Austin staying right around the same. Gavin Austin 100 faster that lap. Gavin Austin about half a tenth faster, so Gavin Austin pulling away just a little bit. 30.59 compared to 30.62, so Austin pulling away, but Movick on a different line than Austin this time. Oh, Gavin Austin into the outside wall. Could be very important if it got damaged. Tyler J. Curley seems to be lagging a pretty good amount. We're going to send him to the rear. last time was almost identical lap runs between Novick and Gavin Austin. That lap they ran literally the exact same lap time to Gavin Austin and Brandon Movick. And Brandon Movick looking pretty identical on speed right now as they're slowly pulling away from the guys behind. That time Gavin Austin a little bit slower. Gavin Austin a little half a tenth slower that time. Seems his tire might be dying a little bit. Brandon Movick just starting to get into his rhythm. Less than a tenth and a half on exit of 2. He's all over the back bumper of the 60. Waiting to make his moves. He might have the opportunity into 1 as Movick with the better exit. Gavin Austin trying to block and defend for his life. Movick will get underneath them. A little bit of contact. Down the back straightaway, that 42's been just right on the back left rear of Gavin Austin. Gavin holds on for now. Gavin Austin a little bit loose off of 2. Movick was half a tenth slower that last lap. The other guys were, Curley was 2 tenths faster than both of them, so that battle just brought everybody else back in. Almost halfway done with this one. Movick is in the back of the 60. Gave him a little push into turn 1. Brandon Movick gets side by side. This should be it. Gavin Austin not giving up that easy. He crosses him over. Gavin Austin with an opportunity. They touch down the front straightaway. Brandon Movick on the outside. Gavin Austin on the inside. Tyler J. Curley right behind him. Waiting to make his move. Gavin Austin gets tight. Contact again. Curley all the way by the wall. Gavin Austin contact off of 4. Curley to the inside. Gavin Austin gets cleared by both of them. And JJ Moore to the inside as well. Tyler J. Curley blinking a little bit. Gavin Austin's right front seems to be absolutely gone. Brandon Movick out front. And his first ever UIS start. And he's trying to pull away from Tyler J. Curley just a little bit. We got a little bit of lap traffic there. The Bombard. He goes high. Halfway. done with this race. Well, the story so far has been Gavin Austin till this run where finally we got a longer run and Braden Movick passes him, and well, Gavin Austin is in the wall back there and he's all the way down to 7th place. Movick just patiently waited his time, knowing eventually he's going to make a mistake, and he did. Now Movick 2/10 faster than Tyler J. Curley that last lap. Curley looks like his tires are starting to wear a little bit. Pete Tartan out of the inside. He's on the better tires. Remember, he stayed out at the stage when everybody else came down, so he got about 3 or 4 lap fresher tires than everybody else, and Pete Tart moves his way into 3rd place. Less than 50 to go. JJ Moore gets a little bit loose as he's trying to make a move right back at him. Tart to the inside of Tyler J. Curley. Pete Tart's got something rolling. Curley in. Tart side by side. Tart passes and Curley blinking a little bit. He's getting very loose off the floor as well. Henry Kaloff is also right there. Remember, he pitted with Pete Tart as well. Check lap time because Pete Tart was about almost a 10th faster than Braden Movick that lap. Excuse me, he was a 10th and a half faster. No, almost a 10th. My bad. Jesus, I can't do math. This lap, pretty much identical. Pete Tart just a little bit quicker. 37.0, a 32.07, and a 32.06. Quicker again. Target's a little bit loose there, and he just keep doing what he's been doing though. He's been sitting there right front really well. Maybe he can make a run here at Braden Movick. They don't have to pit again, and maybe he can go win this race and get his first win of the season. About 41 laps to go, and Braden Movick has just been put on a clinic last 20-25 laps, but well, it's Pete Tart's turn now. We've had different spurts where we've had fast guys up originally for the first 40-45 laps has been Gavin Austin. Next 15-20 laps has been Braden Movick, and now it's Pete Tart, and Pete Tart is almost a 10th quicker each lap now. That lap was exactly half a 10th faster. should be closing in a lot on this one. Yep, over a tenth faster that lap for Pete Tart. The first time he was over a tenth quicker. He would have the opportunity to win this race and get Cash Coke Racing its first win of the season. In the Contender Series, 40XLI Contender Series. Blinking a little bit. A few hundredths faster that time. Pete Tart within a tenth and a half almost. Tart right on the back bumper. So you're going to have an opportunity here in the 3. Hell won't be able to get there. He's just inching his way closer and closer. Over 10th faster last lap. What about this one? It's looking more of the same. Actually, Pete Tart was a little bit slower, but how long could Braden Movick hold on before this 57 can just walk around him? Both running almost the identical lines on the racetrack, and I mean, just look behind them. We got Logan Brink here. He hasn't had pace race winning speed so far this one, but you know he's there saving that tire, and he's gonna be there at the end of this race, and he always is. He always finds a way to be. Pete Tart on a different line now. He's trying to get above him. Movick all the way to the bottom. Tart's gonna have a huge run off the exit. He might have to just take it to the bottom. That's what he was thinking about doing. He won't though. Movick pulls a little bit on him. Tyler J. Curley comes down pit road though. Couple guys down pit road. Gavin Austin and Curley. Everybody has to make another pit stop. Let's see how this looks for Gavin Austin and see if he can, you know, make a final charge with this one. Short stop for everybody. White D. Thompson's also down. Movick and Tart stay out again. Who wins this race off pit road? It'll be Tyler J. Curley. Advantage for the 43 now. Good opportunity for him to be able to go take this lead of the race over his. This tire wear has been absolutely insane. Best lap time for Braden Movick, our leader, was a 30.4. His last lap time was a 32.3. Almost 2 seconds the difference between his last lap that he just ran and his best lap of the race. And those guys are going to be running some pretty solid lap times of 32.2 now from that time. We'll update lap times between Curley and Braden Movick. More also on pit road. top 4 are still out on track. Curley ran a 30.7, a 30.6 for Austin, and a 32.2 for Braden Movick. Movick Crane doesn't see the yellow flag. And it looks like he might be coming down. No, he will not be coming up here this time. You know, hopefully we also don't have a tie down incident with William Byron. From real life, you know, with a guy coming up the road not relaying it and somebody getting hit. I would think Movick and Tart's got to come down pretty soon. If I'm Pete Tart, I'd be coming down the same lap as Braden Movick. And here comes Movick as he gets a little loose. He might miss the commitment line. He barely makes it. I think with a good pit road entry, maybe now that Pete Tart or Logan Brink could potentially beat him off pit road if they respond this lap. Looks like Tart should be, and he will be, and so is Logan Brink. They're both going to try to respond this lap, and Pete Tart barely makes a commitment line as well. These guys are pushing to the absolute limits down pit road. Tyler J. Curley and Gavin Austin now battling it out for what could end up being the lead. Braden Movick losing spots to Gavin Austin and Tyler J. Curley, but he's going to have the better tires. He's going to have about 5 lap better tires. Gavin Austin will end up becoming your new leader after he passes Frank. Frank's been on those tires for 19 laps. He's gonna be a sitting duck. He's got almost a 4-second lead to Braden Movick with 26 to go. Can he hold that off? And maybe he can get a yellow in about 5 or 10 laps. Gavin Austin back out front. Braden Movick has been closing in extremely fast, and maybe this was a Hail Mary at the point. Gavin Austin was at a point where he needed a Hail Mary, and he threw the Hail Mary. Maybe Tyler J. Curley can help defend just a little bit. 31.2 for Gavin. Braden Movick in a 30.7, 5/10 faster. This rate he will catch pretty easily. Curly not done with him yet, though. 7 tenths faster than Maverick that lap. As he's right there. Pete Tart's also trying to get there, but he's just not getting the best of luck with these lappers. Coming to 20 laps to go. Gavin Austin back out front, and in his rearview mirror he sees Tyler J. Curley and a fast, hard-charging Braden Maverick trying to make a last 15-20 lap charge to go win this race, and Maverick might get Curley right here, and those new tires are so much better, even by 5 laps. Just look at the difference. Braden Maverick. Braden Maverick is just making those tires last all day long. He's been saving them really well, and this whole run has really just ruined it for Gavin. Gavin just has nothing for him. A 4/10 swing that lap for Braden Maverick, and he passes both of them on the same lap. But now, with less than 20 laps to go, the real battle is between Braden Maverick, and if Pete Tart can get up there, as he's 3 wide with Carmelo and JJ Moore. And Pete Tart can get around both of them, and there's a 3.5-second difference between Pete Tart and Braden Maverick. That's the last guy Maverick wants to see. Is the 57 Pop-Tart Pete Tart machine. Tart was almost a tenth faster that lap, even with the traffic. Let's have to think about it. How easy will it be for them to get around? Or for Pete Tart to get around the top 2, and it seems Logan Brink had a speeding penalty or some type of penalty. Maybe too many boxes exiting or too many boxes on pit road. And so he's a lap down in 13th, so bad news for the 3 team. Maverick was 3/10 slower than Pete Tart, but he also could be in a mode now where he's just trying to save that right front tire just in case if Tart ends up catching him. Coming to 15 laps to go for Braden Maverick. And Pete Tart trying to throw something at the wall. Tart was 4/10 faster yet again. Almost a second faster than Gavin Austin. 9/10 faster than Tyler J. Curley. He makes it easy around him. Now how hard is Gavin Austin gonna fight? Not hard at all. There's nobody between Braden Maverick and Pete Tart. Tart was a 10.5 faster again. 14 to go. Pete Tart cuts it in by another 2/10 that lap. 2/10 a lap will not get the job done though at the end. He needs more. There's a good chance that Maverick is just up there saving it just in case if Tart makes a run, he's just saving that right front tire. 3/10 that lap. You might have to start taking chunks out of it. You need to get it below 2 seconds coming to, with 10 laps to go. Because we're coming to 11 to go. It's under 2 seconds now. He did that immediately. Just right back above it though. Mavic a tenth and a half again slower. All I see is in that rearview mirror is at 57. Gavin Austin praying for a caution. As with the yellow, he can make his way up there and have a good shot to win. It's, he's got probably the best pace on just pure pushing. And, well, it seems Braden Mavic might have picked up the pace a little bit, or Pete Tart's tires might have just died out. As he's starting to even up the lap times, so it's a 1.8 now. The gap's been sitting right around 1.8 to 2.1 for the last couple laps. Mavic, right on that white line, gets a little bit loose. Has a moment. 1.7 now. It's not over just yet. Mavic, 2/10 slower. Seems Tart's just cutting that gap down in the corners, but just does not have the speed off the exit. As it just goes right back up, it's about back to 1.6. I mean, he's still quicker. It's just Mavic's evening out the lap times now, and Tart's tires are just slowly starting to fall off as well. This lap, both of them ran a 32.013. 007 for Tart, but I mean, it's nowhere near going to be enough. If Mavic gets loose though, and it's like a bad loose, then could be an opportunity. If he keeps going how he's going right now, he's going to sail his way to a victory. We got Gavin Austin and JJ Moore about to have a very good battle for third place. Gavin Austin on a lap fresher tires than JJ Moore. Sorry, JJ Moore on 1 lap fresher tires than Gavin Austin. I said it backwards. Gavin Austin trying to defend for him. Try to defend from the points leader. Five laps to go now. A little bit of right front damage to JJ Moore's car. Maybe that's hindering his speed just a little bit. See if we can get a look on this. Yeah, see that little bend in over there. Go to the left front. A little bit bent in. 4 to go now. Braden Mavic will be coming to 3 to go. Praying he doesn't see that yellow flag. All he wants to see is the white flag and then the checkered. 3 laps to go. Can JJ Moore make the move? very loose. Does he have an opportunity? Coming to 2 laps to go. Pete Tart, man, he had the speed. Braden Movick with the better pit strategy, though. Pitting a lap before him. So you'll see the white flag one more time around the track for the 42, Braden Movick, in his debut race in the UIS. Pete Tart had the speed at the end of the first run. Just did not have the luck or the strategy call. Braden Movick with the better strategy. Movick will go through 3 and 4 for the final time. And it'll come around turn number 4. And Braden Movick will win the Las Vegas Strip 100 at Las Vegas. And he will win, and we have another new winner, the 4th new winner of the season. Gavin Austin defends, and he gets his P3 over J.J. Moore. Tyler J. Curley will come in the 5th. And 6th place, Henry Keloff. Casey Bentz will come home in 7th. But Braden Movick takes his first checkered flag in his first ever race in the UIS, and he's now another new winner. He comes down the front stretch and he burns it down. Burning down the whole front straightaway. He earned that win. We'll get some interviews here in just a moment, waiting on Gavin Austin to Gavin Austin, you got a copy in the booth? Well, clearly you were the fastest guy at the beginning of the race, and seemed, nobody could compete with you. Just, walk us through on that long run and just what went wrong. As it seemed when your right front died, it really died. Well, P3 is definitely not bad. Obviously not what you wanted with the speed you had, and always good to have the opportunity to maybe sweep the weekend at a racetrack. So, P3 for you. Got anybody else you'd like to shout out before we send you back? All right, yeah, well, P3 for Gavin Austin. We'll send you back. Good luck on the rest of the season. Pete, you got a copy in the booth? Well, you win the stage. You win your first stage of the season. Uh, that long green flag run seemed you had a lot of pace at the end. Just walk us through that strategy call to pit a lap after him and how much that really affected the outcome of this race. Yeah, I definitely seen you were gaining. You were gaining a lot. And was that just you pushing really hard, or was he saving, or was it a little bit of both? And then did the right front tire just slowly start to die out with like about 10 to go, or did you kind of realize you weren't gonna get him? Oh well, you know, just also with that pit strategy call at the end of the stage, what's going through your mind seeing everybody else go down pit road and just a few guys decide to stay out, and was that just a part of the plan to gain points, or what was did you just think that it was a better call? Yeah, I definitely did, and that Cash Cope Racing is really honestly they haven't had the best of speed this so far this season until this week. Is this something we can kind of see throughout the season, or is something finally changing? Yeah, the other guys got caught in a pretty big wreck at the beginning of the race, but you got anybody like to shout out before we send you back? All right, well good luck for rest of the season for you and tomorrow night or whatever the hell you're running again. So have a good night. Brandon got a copy in the booth. P1 pretty much a dominant run. Just walk us through your race pretty much. Yeah. What was the thought process for the strategy call when you decided to pit? Was it just, you know, you run low on fuel, or is it just time to you just thought it was time to say screw it and come down?
Well, because I was the first person. Basically, I had the least amount of fuel of everyone in the field. I was just going to run it out because I like being on offense. I like being on offense on new tires. That's how I put people off. But yeah, I just ran it empty, pitted, and I think my pit exits were insane because I somehow gained 2.5 seconds. Tires are not worth that much here. They're worth maybe 1.2, 1.3. But yeah, pit entry, pit exit probably won me this race uh, because I was absolutely flying, trying to get through the field, trying to get to the lead as quick as possible in case there was a yellow. But yeah, then he started. I don't even know who finished second. Who finished second?
Pete.
Sorry, he was hauling ass. He was running me in. He was running me down. He was about 4 seconds behind me, and then when he got to about 2.8, I was like, okay, he's catching me 2/10 a lap. There's 16 to go. He's probably gonna catch me. We even have time. But and then when that happened, when I noticed how fast he was catching me, I tried to really like manage my line, manage my right front specifically because I was flying my ass off. But yeah, especially in 3 and 4, I kept missing the bottom. That's why my right front was burning off, and then I just decided to smack up my entry a little bit, make sure I got my left front on the white line on 3, because then I carried around the whole corner, and that probably won me the race right there.
Yeah.
I love tracks. I love tracks that you can just put the left front on the paint, and it turns the car for you. It's magically simple. And that's basically it. Just refined line in turn 3 and 4.
Yeah. Well, this is your first ever, race in the UIS. You come out here, you dominate, you win. Is this something you plan to go full time in, or maybe contend for a championship, or are you just done after today, or are you gonna just make a few starts every now and then?
I'll probably just make a few starts every now and then. I mean, I work sometimes on Fridays, so yeah, I was just looking for something to do. I really had nothing to do tonight, and I was like, oh, UAS is racing tonight. I have raced a few times in the past, but I was just like, UAS is racing. Why not? Just kind of had a little bit of fun, and it's exactly what I needed because my other leagues we never have longer than 5 runs, so this was a very nice change of pace.
Yeah. Well, before we send you back, do you got anybody you'd like to shout out?
I think Tyler Tinsley for making this gorgeous race car. He makes all my paints. Everything you see on the racetrack is either by him or by me. The good ones are by him. The not good ones are by me. So if I'm in a great looking race car, it's painted by him. So yeah, thanks to Tyler, and yeah, thanks for all the admins putting on a good show here.
Yeah. Well, good luck on the next whatever races you decide to run, and for the rest of the season if you end up going full time at some point.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Well, that's another race in the books, boys, ladies and gentlemen. We had a. Oh, I really hope that cut the audio. I'm gonna be honest, guys, because well, hopefully that caught the interviews. If it didn't, I'm sorry. I forgot to change the thing, so hopefully it did. If it didn't, well, that sucks. Well, another race in the books though. Tomorrow night, catch us live at 9 p.m. EST at Las Vegas Motor Speedway yet again for the QRS Cup Series, and they will be live at 9 p.m. on R2R Network, I believe. If not that, it'll be on the UBN Network. So get your popcorn because tomorrow night should be a show, and then Monday night the trucks are at Auto Club for a long run. That run should be starting at 8:30 for the green flag. So good night everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow night.